Hi everyone, I'm going to be streaming some Noita today. Thanks for coming out. I believe this game came out early access like 7 years ago. Most people who are here probably know what it is. It's a roguelike game. You build wands and spells and try to get to the center of the Holy Mountains. Um, it's got a lot of lore on alchemy and hermeticism. I'm going to... I thought there was a thing that shows your progress, but maybe not. I don't think I have any mods installed. Yeah, I don't have any mods running, which is... Yes, there's some secrets where if you have any mods on, they don't function, but I'm not going to find them. Like, I know there's all worlds and stuff, but there's also a lot of community secrets, and I'm just not good enough at the game to even approach them. Anyway, let's get started. Let me just check my monitor here. Okay, we're good. Potion. Like, I'm gonna make a ton of mistakes and die stupidly. That's part of the fun of this game. Currently have an audience of 0 people, so shout out to VOD watchers. And generally in the first area, I like to see if I can I get the exploding crystal wand at the start. I like to use it to do trick kills for extra gold and get pacifist on the first area at least, but beyond that I'm usually happy to kill things. And if I don't, I tend to die pretty quickly. Which again is a skill issue, but I always like to start with the water potion as well, but didn't roll that, although the polymorphism can let me do some fun things to avoid the Holy Mountain thing, though. That's always good. There's like seed tools to see what spawns for perks and stuff, but I'm not playing at a high enough level where I need to optimize that, so I'll just take what I get, just roll with it, I guess. I've made some fun, pretty bullshit shots, but nothing that lets me really explore and break the game. As far as bosses go, I've only really destroyed the High Alchemist or whatever. It's into the Western Labs. Because I've unlocked the Greek spells at least, so that's good. Also, I never really take this Emerald Tablet. I know tablets are supposed to be pretty good if you're doing, like, optimized runs and stuff, but, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather be poisoned than on fire, because poison will not kill you, so there's that. Okay, and I've got chaotic and regular. I don't really care for polymorphic in general, except for the water necklace. That's my spell. See, I almost drowned. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's see. I'm not gonna get a passive chest, but let's see what my reward is. We'll just forever teleporter slime blood. I'm tempted to reroll, but I did see some digging ones that I want. So I'm probably gonna go with books forever. I know later on, if I survive that long, gold's not gonna be a problem. But knowing that it doesn't disappear is probably gonna let me play more defensive, which is good. Alright, so now I can bypass the barrier. For those that know, if I go up that shaft, this collapsible safe zone. Give me a second here. Alright, I'm just adjusting my... Oh no, hold on. What did I do? There we go. Just kind of adjusting my setup so I can see everything. Oh, and I forgot to mute the tab, of course. There we go. Let me just see if I get some of my other pals to join in while I'm here. Okay, there we go. So let's see. The 1 second charge is kind of gross. Stat-wise, good. I always like to get, I don't know, fast cast, no shuffle, lots of mana and recharge, so just basically wands. I don't really need to refresh my fireballs, so I'm going to keep that up. Not that it's ever going to get to that point where I'll need to worry about that. Can I get a better... No, that lets me dig at least. I don't think that'll work the way I want. Yeah, that's not going to be good. Those don't matter. What's the mana on that? Yeah. Okay, so that's basically useless digging. Although, if I do this... At least it's a bit faster. Actually, Noita means witch, not wizard. And I missed the shot anyway, so the area's going to collapse. How wonderful. If I can get that purple tri-shot, or the chain shot, or the burst lightning, then I'll happy for the easy base, as I'm not in a good spot to clear. Also, use the right setup. I really like plasma cutter and digging over these bolts to kill enemies. I think it's some kind of resistance, because I know the spiders in the jungle are immune to it. I feel like I'm already making a lot of mistakes in this area. Hi Vita, thanks for coming out. As I said into my intro of 0 people, I'm bad at this game, so I'm gonna get more stupid deaths than usual, but it's part of the fun of the game anyway, so... I'm not sure how I felt about it, but I've unlocked the free spell modifier so I can potentially get some funny things happening if I get good drops. It's probably get out of this spot. I think if you're polymorphed into a sheep, sheep only have like 1 hit point, so at least when you're turn others into it. My dumbass almost went towards the fighting box, so yeah. I forget the specifics, but wands in the fungal cavern have a drop level of 6 or something, so they're like a higher level than you'd find early on. There, don't want to get electrocuted. Damn, vertical. So like the stats on this one, for example, it's a little. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me turn mic up, or at least the volume of the game down. I can also do maybe that. Is that any better? Let me know if it's still not any better. Anyway, when you're building your wands, oh Jesus. When you're building your wands, they basically cast each spell in sequence like a deck of cards. So for example, this one here basically says it draws 5 cards, non-shuffled. This one will, each random teleport spell, it'll do the recharge time. Cast delays between each spell. So for example, each of these digging tools has a third of a second between them, but they also modify it with a cast delay minus 0.558. So basically, they let me ignore the cast delay and chain things together. So you can get some pretty creative shit going on with a lot of the wands if you know what you're doing. I've got a little bit of it figured out. And if I get out 3 minutes of LSD from this fungus, then it'll permanently change fluid in the game to another for the run. Let's see if we get that. There we go. And I've learned not to stand in the fluids when that happens in case it turns into lava. Oh, guys coming. Blood. Okay, so I can't remember if that means blood turned into something or something turned into blood. Oh yeah, there we go. Blood transform. So something turned into blood. Looks like it was like some kind of fungus juice or something, or maybe that was polymorphine that got changed into. No, polymorphine's still okay. Anyway, something changed into blood, so that potentially removed a dangerous liquid from the game. Because when you get to like the bottom of the map, like seas of lava, so if you can swim through or to turn it into something harmless, for example. I've been down that way once or twice more, but it's quite difficult to do. It's very easy to die. Otherwise, it seems safe enough. Oh, I accidentally tried the polymorph. Lovely. And I think that's water potions in there. Nope, concentrated mana. And I swear, sometimes it feels like certain enemies have aim bots. Okay, so let's... All I need is to grab one of those potions, because I can The other thing the game has is alchemy, which is basically when certain fluids mix. So you saw that earlier when I turned the poison water into regular water. Depends on the fluids involved. But what's cool with concentrated mana is it has a reaction with water to turn it into more mana. Not that I've ever been in a situation where the mana helps, because this is your mana bar and it recovers very quickly. But, for example, I don't think I can really, don't want to let you keep off either. Well, we'll see if I can put a thing over to show you. Let's see what this wand is. This game is kind of based on those falling sand flash games where it can make different materials and stuff react. Like gunpowder and fire and things. Almost got it. So I figure I can place my fireballs with this. I don't. No, no. I'll keep everything because I like to have like a generic shooting wand, teleport, dig, and then a panic button. So I've got the rolls filled already. I need to be careful about the whole thing. Although if I could create into some better option, I'll game for that. Oh, that's a lot of gold I would have lost in having my gold just for upper perk. So those eggs I hate. You can't edit one outside of a holy mountain, so basically you have to bring it to the mountain. There is a perk that rides that, but it's just difficult. Mushroom guys explode, so I don't want to get too close. Oh, is it taking damage? There's freezing vapor. Why is there freezing vapor? I use my drill to cut the flesh material. There we go. Killed it. Oh, from a freezing liquid potion. Those little guys down there are like slimes. They break off into smaller ones whenever you hit them, and I don't have good weapons to deal with that, so I'm just going to move on to the next zone. 900 gold plus decent wand is safe to be in, I think. A lot of the stupid deaths in this game are caused by being greedy, so if I can play a little defensively, then I should be okay, but there's still lots of bullshit deaths to happen, so... Like, you know, maybe you jump down here without any flight left and you get hit by a shotgun or flung into liquid or something stupid. Alright, here's an example of alchemy and I mean, this is the electrical immunity, so I'm not gonna... I mean, there's fish in this one here, right? So I can... Right? Shit like that. Yeah, so mana. So here's an alchemy reaction. And now, basically, I have infinite mana potions. I just need to find a body of water to do that. If I don't have a body of water, maybe I'll find a spell that lets me do that. And the only thing this mana does is make this bar fill up, so depending on what I actually have, useless. Let's see what perks are. We get... Ignore projectiles. See, that seems like a good defensive perk, but you also don't get the ability to hit yourself with healings anymore. Accidental deaths happen when enemies are killed by terrain or environment, so that's a bit harder later on. Items are potions, so I don't really like any of these. You get an immunity perk, such as poison immunity. I don't like minions because it's something you can't control. I don't really have a build that cares about this, so I'm going to go with the defensive so I live longer. So I checked the perks first because sometimes you can get better hearts. I didn't get that, but I'm going to take the regeneration. You always get one of those and one of the ammo, right? Certain spells have ammo limitations, so picking this up will refresh that. So I got 800 gold to do some, 900 to do some fun stuff. Electric charge can be dangerous because even if you're not cast, it basically makes your wand do this with the electricity. So if you're in a body of water holding the wand, you can die instantly. Not great. But if you get the electric immunity perk, then you can combat. Long distance has nice utility. Explosion of poison. Explode thunder. Oil cloud. Reduce charge time I like. Horizontal path. Summon wall, I think those are... I can't remember if those are harmful or not. Horizontal path I don't think really helps. So as an example here, what I can do is oil cloud. So if I cast it, regardless of aiming, I think it's on me. Now that's creating the oil liquid, which makes me, you know, more flammable. I can jump in here to douse myself and get rid of that. But what I can also do is put the long cast, and I think that'll make it tower a bit further. It's not right on top of me, so if it's on a damaging projectile, then it's now created a safety net away from me. I don't really have a use for oil, but what I could do, for example, is all 5 of these will be cast at the same time. So this could long distance cast the oil cloud over here and launch firebolts. Right? I would just have to be careful when you use that. I can just get rid of the, you know, I can do like a double fireball, one delayed, one off, kinda. What is the mana recharge on that? 51, 46. This, for example, has a large amount of mana, but poor regeneration. So that's probably the situation where you'd want to use your mana options. So, for example, this one's pretty quick. But what I could do is reduce recharge time. 0.27. Well, no, between the two of them, they're probably able to chain it together fast enough. Just trying to see if the mana regen actually made much difference. You can get... Oh, I just cast a trigger. Yeah, I can just keep working like this, and that's a lot faster having the two chained together. Right, because there's a bit of a delay. If they have just one, or does reducing recharge time. That really drained all my mana in one click. So, yeah, you can do some interesting stuff there. That's a decent attack, I guess, right now. Alright, give me 2 seconds here. Oh yeah, and thanks for coming by, Tim. my microphone's actually working this time. Alright, now let's see if I can actually hit the, because last time I went up, I missed, and that's the collapse. But if I aim it like so, I can teleport back up. Up it. Jesus. Jeez. Let's try that again. I can teleport back up there, and, I can't heal, but I can tweak my wands and buy more items again, so that does help. And I do not have a good setup for this area at all. Probably gonna die to something stupid. Let's see if I can skip through here fairly quick and, I see a bullet's incoming. This would actually be a weapon upgrade, so let's do that. There we go. There, now I'm actually decent. So yeah, there was a six shot burst there, so basically it goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the next cast hits the end of the deck, rolls over, and then casts all 6 in the next roll. 4, 5, 6, boom. And then I have to eat the cast delay with 1 second. That's a pretty rough delay. I think the projectile itself has a large delay built into it. 0.33, yeah, so if I hit the hex bolt one here, then it's getting 6 copies of that, which is a full 2-second delay top of 1, so I have 3 seconds to cool down. So my best option, probably, to try and just get rid of that. The recovery speed, none. Pretty green. Yeah, I'd rather just have that bit faster. It goes through soft materials like snow, so not frozen rock, but snow, so I can potentially peg some enemies if I'm careful. But again, I'm gonna get hit by something stupid out of nowhere and die, and you know how this run is gonna end. Nothing that way. Yeah, I have to be careful of that. A lot of turrets and sentries in this area. Oh yes, and sometimes enemies can pick up wands depending on the enemy type, so that is a slime cloud projectile, which only slows you down, thankfully, but if that was like a poison mist, I'd have to be careful. So yeah, enemies doing certain wands could be absolutely careful. Actually, you might be able to get a wand that you can bait them into taking, but I don't have enough IQ to do that effectively. See, this guy just dropped from above and almost shotgunned me if you didn't fall into that hole, so I have to be careful. And that's freezing vapor there, which is also damaging. Can I drink mana? Okay, good. Sometimes drinking potions is, makes you throw up. I saw it. Oh, there we go. End of a run. That's Noita. This is the progress I was trying to start, so I'm, missing. I'd say I've only really scratched the surface because a lot of these I've only used just to unlock, and, it's very dependent on what I find. Like, there's some perks that I haven't found. So, yeah, I don't win very often, but if I can get to the bottom, I try to start digging back up the top to explore the world. So, for example, fresh run, here's a, great, extra life. That's cool. He took pity on me. So, like, you don't have to go into the mountain at the start. You can explore some of the rest of the world, right? So, for example, if you have a bit more breath, you can swim under there, and then there's an emerald tablet that gives you some hints as well. You can come up this to the tree here. So this wiggling spawns a worm, and worm blood basically lets you see in the dark. So there's basically a soft guarantee to have that right at the start. You can climb on top of the tree, but you need something to do that, and that's where all the achievements are shown in game. Oh yeah, I forgot that spawns these guys. Oops. This basically 3 seconds after you're standing in bot, it'll start spawning gold or toxic. Well, I need to get out of this spot before I die horribly. Alright, I'm gonna die horribly, but anyway, let's go. Yeah, so you get triple the gold, but watch what happens. This turns into permanently damaging terrain. If I stop moving too long, then I don't want to go down dead ends and backtracking becomes difficult. But hey, triple gold. Good for me. Because you can, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, the Holy Mountain is just like a fraction of the world, right? Like it's framed such that oh, it's to go down, but it's like you can go up as well, right? But again, you need some way to get past that. Sometimes you can find the first area. Um, I think the snow area has it for you to loop. Small potions I'll show something as well here. Fungal spurs is mushrooms appear in this biome instead of later. So if that can spawn enough fungus juice, you can get a liquid transmutation pretty early on, which can be good or bad. I mean, if you get the chance, then, you know, I'm gambling, seeing what happens. Um, I don't think the chests can appear first zone. Nice. No, that's bad. Stop disrupting this. Okay, I didn't realize they were that sensitive. There you go, we learned something. There's gonna be lots of moments like that. This map might even have enough of a... Well, that's fun. I can show this off early then. Maybe. And then there's like little things in the background there that you can see that kind of clue you into certain map locations. So if we go on top, this is the peak of the Holy Mountain. You can actually go up further from this. The first time you find those orbs of knowledge, they unlock spells permanently. I've only found 5 out of the 35 orbs in the game. Um, Finding second time will give you more maximum health. That tablet, that relic altar up there, you can sacrifice emerald tablets and things for rewards. So if you get all the way down to the bottom and then grab the salt relic or bring it back up to the top, you can get an alternate ending that way. This is the music machine. When it's on, it attracts all the wildlife. There's also a crystal key quest that you can do with that, but just fight a mini boss to do that. I'm just kind of showing off some of these areas, and then I'll go back down into the... See, like, there's a little castle in the background there, so there might be something there above or below. There's a bridge. The desert. I'm not treating this as a real one either. It's so like even on the background there's like art, and that can include hints of certain things. So for example, this shows there's a phone cavern far below, but I think if you have the only Silma, which is like a red wing eye, then you can reveal platforms above there as well. Big ass skull. I think you fill that with liquid of some kind and a portal appears. Just a sec. I'm back. Sorry. Just had to Phantom just had to say hi. This is... I don't have the tools to dig, but there's like a mini dungeon there. There is a boss at the top there. That's a late game enemy that you can see. Oh, I forgot there's an orb of knowledge up here. Oh, see this sigil here is the Komi Silma that I was mentioning, so there are platforms above there for sure. If I can take this tablet back to that second altar, I can get some... The air feels hot doesn't damage you, but it just means it certainly looks like water might boil away, I think. Maybe not, but... Oh yeah, see, it's turned into steam. And then I think the watchtower is next. I don't know why there's a cave here. And then this vaguely resembles the last boss. It's named Three Eyes, and then it's got all these tentacles, but I don't know if that's just art or if it's something. Oh, okay, we've reached it. sand versus sandstone, which is powder versus solid. You can get elemental perks that continuously transform the world nearby you, like there's a greed did to me. That'll purge them. This is a scale used for late game quest, or I think you have to recreate sun or the moon or something. Spoiler or penny. And this is all shit you're expected to do on one life, by the way, so. There's lava up top of this, I think. Yeah. Basically what you're supposed to do is drain it somehow. And there's something down below. And I think that's either a portal or a word, or it's got a sigil of some kind. There's 4 of these music boxes total. Sorry if this part of the stream is a little boring. I'm just kind of showing some of the secrets that I know in the game. I'm going to do some deep dives downward in next run. I don't really see the purpose of continuing this. Oh yes, and then we've reached the edge of the world. So this is extremely dense rock, so if you're actually able to get through it somehow, then actually it wraps around into another world, and there's no limit to the worlds, but they have basically copies of things again, and you can get multiple perks and orbs of knowledge and wands and drops, but this is just the one we started in, is the main real world. Sorry, just checking something. You can. That's why I like those little short green laser things that are expensive, because I know they can dig through it, but they're like immune to explosions. And then after a barrier dense rock, there's toxic dense rock, so it's like you can't even touch the terrain while you're digging through it. Black holes are good, but you need to use like Greek spells to get infinite black holes. There's just lots of different ways. And then this is one of the 4 elemental things. I don't think I can dig through here with ones. Maybe I can. Nope. Anyway, there's not much else this way, so I'm just going to restart the run. There we go. Okay. So, run for real this time. I didn't get the crystal explosion thing, so I'm just gonna kill enemies I find them. Oh, sorry, one sec. Just changing my head here. There we go. Alright. I'm getting crits because I'm bloody. Also, the bolt has an innate crit chance, but the bloody tend to wear off pretty quick. So that guy's picked up a fire wand, a torch wand rather. So this one's just a passive effect that, while you haven't equipped, you have a thing of fire. Kinda useless, but it's okay early on, like ignite things. That's an acid potion. There we go. Okay.
Or... That sucked. So if I'm wet, it takes fire a little bit longer to hurt me, so... You can douse yourself to, these things. Look at all that acid you duped out on death. Just ate right through the brickwork, through everything. Oh, you don't want to damage Holy Mountain there because, there's, punishment for that. I like to get about 250 gold if I can. Oh yeah, and then this is the other secret that a lot of people discover early on, is that, you can cross the Lake of Lava here. So past this bridge is a little sanctum that has one of those orbs of knowledge, but going into it spawns a boss, and I don't want to fight him. He basically copies what wands you have equipped. There's also an orb underneath the lava as well, but you have to really go for it. Usually I dig from the side. But since I've unlocked, there's not a purpose in getting it, because I'm not really trying to farm extra hit points or anything. I need more money. Or if I get 200, I'll just go to the next area, heal. At least the enemies here are gentle enough where I can kill them without too much trouble. Now, if that chest has gold nuggets in it, I need to keep a vision on it so I can get it as soon as it breaks. I don't want it to despawn. In theory, I could also maybe break the water up here to, Nope, it's unlocked. See, there's never enough water. So basically, I would just let the fire extinguish itself. List. Actually, not too bad. The wand stats are pretty decent. And, hey, free criticals, right? Oh. Now, some stuff like invisibility, you have to apply as a stain up top here. You can't drink it. If you drink it, you start throwing up. And then Acceleratum is, basically your haste potion. There's also make you fly faster. There's like copper, but like this isn't the kind of where you can mine and collect it, although the gold dust you can. But that copper dust might be used in certain reactions that get randomized every run, so kind of just to experiment. Berserkium potions are fun. They basically increase the radius of your explosions. So if I do that, oh, let me find a better place to shoot it. Okay, so shoot it there, for example, you can see the radius of behind. Jesus, come on. There we go. But if I take Berserkium, you can see it's significant, but it's a multiplier. If it's already got a generous radius, then you can get some pretty big explosions happening. Like I've hit the whole entire screen, including myself, before. That's maybe not the best spell to use, show it off, but there are others. Oh, cool. Cold Torch works in here. Because this is like a place in that darkness where you can't see. I don't really have a way to swim. There's a health increase in there, but notable because it's also heals. It's one of the few ways in the game outside of a holy mountain to get healed. Because unless you're crafty, you're only going to be healed 5, 6, 7 times throughout the game, so your life does matter a lot early on. But then I've seen people with like tens of thousands of hit points and like immunity to everything, and yeah. I think if you collect 35 orbs of knowledge in one run, you get infinite life or something. There's a reaction like that. What is that? Oh, I got the thing I wanted. Grab that. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, some fun goodies. Oh! 50% extra maximum. So, oh, I really like the glass cannon. Let me just take a look at what we actually had again. The always shock bunny. That's a decent damage dealer. And that's... I think what we'll do is I'll take this. And regret taking glass cannon. Because that 5 times trigger also works on explosions. So, pop the berserk and shoot that now. That's way bigger now, so I now have an irresponsible way to play the game. But this is gonna carry me. Like, if I hit something with this, it's gonna take a lot of damage very quickly. So hopefully I can use that to kill things before the problem. Ideally, I would get like melee, fire, and electric immunity or something like that, and that'll prevent me from making a fool out of myself. But yeah, now that the explosion radius on this is bigger, I can shoot the coal and basically get a lot of money for free with little risk. It's always nice. This is great. Add mana. I basically free mana added to one for every spell. So if I get that in something that's got really fast cast speed, for example, that can offset the cost required to use it, and you can. This basically is a combo enabler. Not free combo, but it's a good building block to have available. So I pretty much always get that if I need one or two. So, but you can see it adds a delay between the spells. But if you get multicasts or something going, they can be pretty good as well. So let's replace my stupid fire wand with that. You dig. I don't need to be extremely thorough because the last thing I want to do is, spend half an hour fighting for gold and then die to something stupid. I mean, if I need the gold, I'll come back at it. But that gold really means I can ignore certain enemies for now. I've already got like 600 gold since I came in here. And I've just, you know, in terms of which I can actually collect from the area, I did like a full clear. So let's see if the fungus... Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if the fungal area, because again, it has higher quality ones than what you can find normally. So if I can get something good. Something with homing. There we go. Those robots I hate. I think the community calls them Robocops, but their machine gun is just bad news early on. And like they're resistant to fire and explosions or something, so it's like you actually do need something decent to wipe them out early. And this is good because the extra explosive power on my regular shots lets me actually kill if I'm careful. Clear out terrain. But imagine I only had like that stupid little purple energy right now, like I would be in trouble. But this is actually letting me do work, so. And again, I have to remind myself not to get greedy for the limited drops. I don't need the fireball. Chainsaws are amazing. Because basically, slicing damage up if you can get it on top of an enemy. Very fast speed. That's basically used to do combos for going through your deck really quick. Alright, let's see. Oh, fuck. Didn't see the frog. See, sometimes you gotta watch out for stuff like that, because it'll get you pretty quick, and if you're in a bad spot, there's no coming down. See, look, there's Mushroom Enemy up there I missed. He gets close to me, and then it's all over. Alright, let's get my LSD going. I think that one caught fire, that egg there. Is that the fire one? Yes. It just wasn't active because it was in the wrong liquid. Alright, there we go. So let's see what liquid happens. So water wasn't transformed, something turned into water. I've had a run where water turned into sand, and then I couldn't swim, couldn't do anything, so you have to be pretty careful with that sometimes. Because if you get a good run, getting the liquid transformation can end it. Acid, so when acid melts stuff, it's off flammable gas. But it can react with water. So, oh,
Got hit by a teleport bolt. Okay, we're good. That guy was from the fungal area. Oh, this could be good too. So I got the drill. I'm gonna get rid of that. So there's potential some very good drilling combos. That's poison, slime, and... Oh. I thought that was that unknown liquid or what it causes. Okay, maybe that is just slime. I would really like to get to the next safe zone. I've learned not to open chests while standing in water, because if you get the, this fire thing here, right, it causes fire while you're holding it. So that's a good way to remove water. If you get the electric one spawned in the chest, you just die. It's also good to check it. Take a check for minutes. But it's just cold. But yeah, like, if you've got a good run going, you basically have to be paranoid at everything. One of the great things about the stone is I'm immune to fire while holding it, so I don't care. If you're on fire, you can also jump into oil to get rid of it, which is nice. And a little shop. I like the field. Double pump would be nice. I don't care about that. Okay. So let's see if that gets cool. Don't have any nature spells, which is good. There's my help. So we've got slow projectiles, copy projectiles, and nearby things. Let's re-roll. I'm gonna get this. So basically, when you fire a wand that you've collected from a pedestal, you will get healed, which is going to be very good considering our lower life and inability to heal as well. So let's just top her like that. Homing's nice, it's expensive though. Blood. You can do unlimited spells, and the vampirism perk, you can basically use that to heal forever. That might be good to keep in my pocket. Pro Plus, I guess. Why not? Okay, so let me see what's got a fast recharge time. This one. So basically what this does is it'll pick a random one. All four will be guaranteed to be cast at some point before it loops again. But let's say it hits the add mana. Well, this is a modifier, so it goes into the next spell, which is double soul, which then goes into these two. So if it rolls and hits add mana, I basically get all of these cast. Right? So it's like, this is potentially more rapid fire than this guy. Now, if I put light here, I think it'll work. Sometimes the light modifier makes it just go really fast. Because the trick is you use spells to chain into each other. That also lower that. Because a recharge time of 0.15 should be solved by 1. But that adds cast delay, so if I do that, or I do this. That's what I know, but it's gonna eat through my mana. Oh no, it didn't. But yeah, basically I have a constant drill going now, and I can just
That's going to basically solve digging problem. Do I need double spell? In this case. Great. Okay, so there's digging solved. What I could get is the bifurcated one, maybe. Jeez. It didn't seem to... Oh, so now I can dig in a cone. Also, if I hit an enemy, that's gonna basically kill him in, like, half a second. I'm gonna have this as, like, my shotgun effect to deal with enemies at a range. Maybe keep my barrier up. Great, I'm feeling really confident about this run, he says, about to die to something bullshit. Anyway. Let's put that there. Actually, if I could... Oh, these guys. No, die. Please die. Like, look at all the chaotic fire and explosion shocks that just happened, right? Like, that could have been my run if I got pegged wrong. There. I think orbs of true knowledge also increase max hit points. I'd have to double check that. I don't see why they wouldn't. So there's an incentive to grab those. A lot of this run is being carried by glass cannon perk though. It's giving me extra damage. This is the only reason why I'm doing okay. If I just had regular attacks, I wouldn't be clearing things very well. Well, plus a little luck on the, you know, digging. Thank you, barrier. Now, there's also musical spells you can find inside of the tree. And for example, there's a musical score you can find in the background in this part here. I would have loved to have gotten a teleport, but just by having this digging spell, I can start to explore some of the surface properly. Because this hit is going to lead me to that bridge past earlier. Actually, how good can this go through rock? Beautiful. Look at that. Right through rock, no problem. Life is good. If I can cross to the other side of this shaft. I'll show you what's in there in just a second. I just got to, 2 seconds here. Alright, so inside here is the racetrack. So this is a fun little Easter egg. Basically, your wand is where this goes, points, and holding space will make it drive. So hold on, it's based around my character, so I want to go... Oh, hold on, let me, And as far as I know, there's no purpose to this other than to just be a fun little distraction. Anyway. I heard the orb up here. Right? You hear that? So this is about the right spot to dig. Ah, there you are. Nope. Wow. So glass does prevent orbs from giving you extra life. This is basically the bottom of the lava lake, so... I guess there is some real risk-reward. I don't know what that explosion sound was. That wasn't the boss spawning. It better not be programmed to appear if you have an orb. I do see that got broken. I'm not going that way. I'm leaving. This is one of those runs where I've actually got some good shit to actually explore the surface, so... The other problem with fighting some bosses is that, you don't encounter them very often, so you don't really have a chance to practice and get used to beating them, so... Hate those fire guys, too. They cause me all sorts of misery. Fuck that. I didn't think there'd be anything over here. I don't think I can fly up enough to reach the orb. No. But that's okay, because this orb here is just, it's not going to increase my life anyway, so... Just thinking, so to the left is like the snow, to the right is the desert. The left has the lake as well. It also has the arcane laboratory, which has a bunch of fluid materials, plus a boss. That might be the best place to go. I know there's also like the meat realm as well. Because I know a lot of the game is about exploration, but sometimes it's good to have a guide to just hit those unlocks, but... No harm in screwing around. Oh, did that actually? Huh. I didn't realize it, but those mushrooms cause slime or fungus juice to spawn. And notice how some of the dirt around me is getting cleared. I think that's from the chainsaw having radius applied. Yeah, the Meat Realm's kinda... It's got a bunch of, like, high-level enemies, and everything's made of flesh, and your hit points cannot heal while you're in that area. So it's like, any damage you take, if you leave, heal, and come back, you still have the damage taken. It's funny because even though you get rid of the water, you can still suffocate from the steam. This is our emerald tablet here. So that's just basically a polite way of saying you're going to die a lot in the game, but eventually you'll learn more each run. And if I go this way... I can fly Oak Tree, but again, that spawns those ore beds, and I don't want to do it from right now. No, I didn't know it was, it got ported, and, Twilight Princess is one of the games I have not played, so maybe. Is it, like, ported on Steam or something, or GOG or something? Because, Nintendo doesn't usually do that. Or is it, like, a decompilation, or what? Sorry, my family's home again, so you hear some background noise. Oh, the possum. That is the one that lets you see invisible things. I'd like to gently set this acid vial down, but I think doing it's just going to throw it, so I'm going to avoid killing myself. There we go. So this will destroy things. It can hurt you if you're not careful, and also reveal hidden things. Okay, so it's like the Super Mario 64. They did a decompilation and have it running. Yes, for your legal copy. Well, I'll look at it at some point, I guess. Okay, so there's the alchemy lab down there. It's got all the masters and stuff down there, which is a bit, Ooh. Is it specifically for Twilight Princess, or is it coincidentally just happened to be optimized for Twilight Princess? The Alchemist here, that's High Alchemist, the founder boss. One thing I don't like about them is that all the enemy names are in Finnish. Kinda
get an idea on what they are. There are mods to change it to English, but are some key content, even with cosmetic mods, you can see, so I like to avoid running mods if we can. If we're getting hit by a teleport orb, I will be happy. This is arena. See it here. I think that's. Actually, I don't know. Right, it doesn't burst some structure. Yeah, that sounded right. Oh, Jesus, what was that? I was just about to say I'm trying to be careful on the game in case I get hit by some bullshit. And okay, so these guys are shooting now. So I like to keep a distance, it seems. Oh, why is he immune? Did he get ambrosia? Luckily, this laser can shred things in like half a second, but using it's gonna. Oh, I should have put a shield on. Actually, I wish I had 2 shields, to be honest. I can't remember if the High Alchemist will drop the Greek spells a second time. Okay, it's over there. Treatments. Alright, I'm probably gonna die against him, because if I recall, he'll get a barrier, but I'm not gonna be able to get really close to safely hit him with that. Oh well, let's YOLO it and see where we end up. There's ambrosia somewhere. Why is it here? Where's their acid bits? Just be their aura that's causing them to come immune. Okay, so getting that barrier. Oh, that worked. I didn't think that was going to work. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of background noise downstairs. That was pretty rest, but also lucky to get those greens. I don't need that. They're just about. Okay, let's see. So yeah, spells. So
cast copies of every other spell in your wand. So this bypasses the casting limit, so you basically get infinite uses of all your spells. Every static projectile, so that's, I think, like rain of mist or whatever spells. My projectile type spell in the current wand. And Tau is copies following two spells. So Tau is probably the most easy use out of the ones that dropped. I can still find them rarely from higher tier shops and things. I think up the ice area is the Hisky base, but I should have enough firepower and defense to go through that. This does have too much life, I don't like that. I thought there'd be something big here. Maybe not. That's okay. Yeah, I got super lucky with this digging one. Holy smokes. But again, part of that's coming from glass cannon, so if I didn't have that extra risk on my hit points. Huh, that brickwork's pretty resistant to it. It feels like fully mountain bricks. I think I can ascend the tree without spawning them, it's just that one on the side that does that. So from here... Caught the pixel there. You get the candelay, so this is basically just a way to... Oh, wand experiment. Right, I forgot that wands will heal me. Anyway, this is like a piano, and you can play a specific sequence of musical notes. Because there are some puzzles that depend on that. That's actually a nice cast delay. If you offset it with add mana, that's actually a super strong wand. It does all the time. But, oh, I was gonna throw it away. I just wanted to toss it. I don't need the music spells yet. I can look up the guides, but I'm not ready to use them yet anyway. Let's keep digging. Hopefully those enemies have not spawned at me. Ah, they're gonna spawn. Okay, let's get out of here then. Came out in a spot. Okay, so basically, I need to find a mountain again. I don't care about gold, I don't risk things. There we go. This projectile shield is seeing a lot of grief, you can tell. Okay. fire is really bad because I don't like it's percentage based, but didn't I throw that earlier? I think that was the one from the lava lake. Okay. I keep going to the here. I can drain that area. Oh, actually, at the Firestone, Kiva Skeevy. So let's start draining from here, but it will also do this. So I can pop out there when I need to. It doesn't like that's dispelling the darkness, unfortunately. This is when I'd want to use my light spell, but I can't do that quite yet. The eye doesn't seem to be that. There's only like 4 or 5 variants of this map. Tunnels, but I don't want to stumble around in the dark. Like a black hole or something, then that would make digging so much more tricky. Now that I've returned, it doesn't hurt to get a bit more gold out of this place. There is a spot I can go to really reach infinite gold, but I just figure while I'm here, just... Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's just... Thought that was acid for a second. That would have sucked. Although it wouldn't have stayed put. Wait, if I didn't sneak through, then the portal should be disabled. Or the thing should have bricked. Yeah, so I think Mist of Spirits and Mist of Explode things, those would work with Sigma. There we go, I can dig through this anyway. Alright, now I just need to get through the zone once more. Kelly. Avoiding fire and electricity and stupid things that kill me. Freezing mist. Oh, that's such a... With glass cannon, that does so much damage, so much radius. Now notice, it doesn't do lightning damage, it just does explosion damage. So if I'm able to get explosion immunity, then that solves it. But it is still quite a risky spell to cast, but it's good to find it, so maybe I'll just keep that for now, question mark. No harm not to, because I still have 1 slots available here, so I guess we'll just take that and move on. So as I drop down, basically the first thing I'm going to look for is those turrets and the snipers. let's see, it's kind of hard to hit his attacks work like that. Luckily, I know I can just keep digging. Bit of fight in the air, but I just have to make sure I have the ability to fly still. Also, I want to watch out those big guys that split and some smaller versions of the gunners. They're like gunner bosses. Yeah, polymorph is a big one. Like, there's a way to get polymorph immunity from like a certain fluid, but it's like when the fluid spawns, you only get like 10 seconds, and you need to stack like 500,000 seconds. People have done it, like they make farms to do it, but it's just, yeah. But again, those are probably people that are like cleared the game and exploring post-game secrets, and they know how to break out of the mountain and do all sorts of bullshit within the first 20 minutes, but it's like, I'm not there yet. And I could like just easily get crushed by ice if it fell the wrong way, right? So it's just stupid shit to watch out for. These guys, first see more and hate them. Luckily, I've got enough power to. That's a lot of blood. Holy. Again, if I had the prison perk, I could start to cover using that, but that is incredibly valuable. This is tempting. I've never taken that. It's one tinkering's too important for exploration runs anyway. I don't know if I want to reroll or if I get that. I mean, that'll keep me alive in a pinch. That's just automatic. Right, so I need to maybe put all my stuff into here. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. And I'll put there. Okay. So this is the wand. That's decent and it doesn't shuffle. Okay. So it was Tau. Copies the following two spells. But hold on, because I want to see if... Is it bounce or is it accelerating? Do I need that? No. Okay, so if I do accelerating... That's not what I want. Is it bounce? No. There should be something that really increases the longevity of this. Can't be too expensive either. This is free, so that's going to be front cap laser. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with this so I can get that spiral digging. That's too bad, though. What I can do is put light there. Now I have a light source for that area. Right. So, there are also Greek spells that hit the other ones as well. This one I'm super scared of how big the explosion is going to be. Oh yeah, and like getting killed stupid bullshit ways is like half the fun. It's like, you know, you're doing okay and then you just get comboed to death. Yeah, I feel like the radius on that is still too big. Oh, but if can I do accelerating shot on that? Oh wait. Hold on. 60 speed versus... I don't want to cast that because that sets its starting speed to, then that means it's going to stay right beside me when it ends, and I could potentially kill me. Now that I have good shit going on, I have to be mindful. That'll be much use out of it. Yeah, it's actually actively draining my mana. Okay, just put that back. Because the thing is, I don't have any limited spells, really. What if I can drip some blood? And every other cast is going to be saved from Tau. I could probably... No, you know what? I'm going to put this here because sometimes the Hisi base is a bit stupid. Alright. Jesus. See, look, I almost died to, like, as soon as I entered. Fuck that. Dear game, please stop bullying me when I have nice tools. Also, I forgot lightning counts as another damage type, so it's super good against robots. Those goddamn canisters, I've lost so many runs to those. I think that's a rite of passage, too. Alright, as long as I'm a little cautious, I should be okay. If I get those two healer enemies and kick one, then that's an okay way to heal myself. Fires I'd really watch out for. These guys suck. I hate everything in that room. I'd like to just jump in there and shoot them all, but there's no really a reason to do that. There's a lot of explosions right here, which make me nervous too, even though I'm safe. I think I read somewhere where I got enemies on fire won't attack you, they kinda panic a little. I'm gonna misclick the liking at some point and shoot myself against the wall and just explode. That's happened before, and it won't be this time. Really wish. Oh, okay. So if I can get two of these enemies by each other, then they'll try to heal each other. That would be difficult. They also have no hit points, so it's dead already, unfortunately, because I had to take that out. I suppose that if I know how to heal, even if I don't actively, then it just gives me more options. So back to this wand first. Oh, and it's a teleport wand, thank God. So now the problem is I choose between teleporting and probably the lightning rod. Probably going to get rid of the lightning to have the teleport. At the very least, if I cast it once, then I can heal off the wand. I suppose that once I... Because what's the next area? The jungle? If I get past... sorry, I didn't turn those notifications on either. Let me just... There we go. One day I'll be a professional streamer, I swear. Just won't be today. Okay, we're good. Yeah, anyway, so my is I can do this, cast this, hopefully get a teleport with him for poison, cast the poison, but I didn't get poisoned. I now have a teleporter. Well, that's nice. I get rid of my lightning bolts and immediately get it back. Anyways, but if I can get to the jungle, then I'll just burrow upwards and grab the lightning bolt again. That teleport will be pretty good, I think. Wait. Am I getting healed every time I cast a new spell from the wand? I thought it was once per wand. Or maybe it's until it runs out of the deck. If that's the case, then that perk is a lot better than I thought it was. Well, I'm gonna have a successful run regardless, because I learned how good that perk is. Oh, as I shoot the healer enemy to death, that's cool. What's this? Oh, okay, so somehow I triggered that by shooting and got summoned. I don't know how that worked. Oh! But with Tau, I can potentially create the summons over and over again. So I've been in a situation where I can use the group to have certain spell effects like that. You know what, though? Funnily enough, I can, grab all that stuff. Like, it's with it. I can budget for that, but, like, I'm just streaming for fun. Oh, no. I don't know, Prime School Time would be pretty fun. Get away to Walmart, but, it's such a volatile fear for a lot of reasons. Oh, there goes all that gold. I'm not greedy. Oh, I missed it. I'm not, he says, jumping into a fire and snipers. Okay. It's fine. I usually keep my teleport on 2, but I've been using the drill 2, so I can move the teleport instead of the drill. Oh yeah, if I can get long distance casting, that'll be useful as well, because then I can occasionally cycle longer shots. Oh, those summons are giving me a little bit of extra targets for enemies to hit. I need to be a bit more thorough as I clear this particular area, because if I'm going to be burrowing back up to grab some things, then I can carry multiple items. Okay, so that heal seems to have worn off. That is a touch of gold. On fire. I like using the drill on that, but I know they explode, so I better not check this. There we go. If I hit like a black hole or something. Okay, let's not touch that healing black hole. Ah, nothing. Surplus key? Oil. Homing shot is interesting, but that's a whole spec, and I don't necessarily want that. Mana, Urge Explosion, come on, something good. Okay, I guess our best option. More mobility is always good. So what's this? Right. Because if that's... Oh, that's just passive. What? To get a... Oh, okay. Because I thought it would be a limited cast and I could abuse the Tau. What? Okay, so... This is all storage. Oh, and I don't poison trial my teleports. There we go. Teleport is pure. Thank goodness. Let's see. I can drop the clay, I can drop the Pahasilma, which activates. That's cool. I'm sure I've been killed by that before. Oh. Oh, well, the Holy Mountain ones still give me max hit points, so I should be collecting these anyway. Okay, anyway, okay, so I can ignore that. I don't think there's any tweaks I'd make to my current setup. And then I just have to be super careful. Oh, I need the roof, because that red mist is gonna... Well, that sucked. I wasn't used to the extra oomph the levitation does. So I believe that once the earthquake is triggered, you don't get punished for destroying Holy Mountains. So that means we can actually dig up from here. Although the bridge is pretty tough. What is safe? Okay. So then, what I can do is... oh, I brought the can plate. Whoops. Well, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the jungle. I don't care. That was, I'm just gonna keep that with me too, because I almost teleported onto it. That would be pretty bullshit if I set it up and then teleported onto it and died. Honestly, I only blame myself, but still. I think this area is actually common to find the lightning bolts, so... get into the wall. Why did he summon that enemy? Jeez. I'll find a wand. I mean, I almost had one, but, one that I got safely. Great, I get plasma beam. Sure. That's a little damage too, okay. I hate those big flying guys, they hit pretty hard. Man, those don't even heal you. Oh god, they picked up the plasma wand. Oh god, I'm on fire. No, no. Ah! I panicked through my water. I forgot I had a way to extinguish myself with the wand. Oh. Managed to heal a lot. I'm next. Let's get some blood, get some vision. Oh, they're saying that the brown jungle to go that way because of the fungus. You know what, this is fine, area. I didn't die, I'll call it a win. Jesus. That's got mana, but no other goodies. I like faster projectiles, but, extra speed is always a good thing. Earthquake. Well, that's expensive, but I know of cloning the spell from the Greeks, it's actually cheaper. So I could, in theory, have infinite earthquakes, which might be funny for digging or exploration. I never liked earthquake because, I don't know, it just feels like an easy way to get crushed or something, right? Let's see, what else can I do? Well, the wand itself would heal me, but hold on. Casting 9 copies of teleport isn't going to hurt me. Okay, so at worst I get a big teleport bolt that doesn't do anything extra. Okay, so that's safe to stash those. Should blood. Poison trail is good if I can do poison to something else. See, I wanted to use the Cantillet to store spells, but I guess it's better to just keep the loose copies myself. So, I got that one. Oh no, sorry. Saw the name wanted it. So, in theory, I could grab a single stack. Is this a static projectile? I don't think it is. But if I end the Holy Mountain, then basically I'm deciding, do I want to anger the gods or do I want to tinker more? I think if I look carefully... There we go, okay. Maybe go over to here. Still managed to piss him off. Okay, that's great. So now that there's a guardian that spawns at every Holy Mountain, that's great. But Sigma... Oh, but that's not a static projectile. It was just a regular earthquake shot. So I should have put Tau there. Shoot. Okay, we'll just do that for the next section. Oh, Jesus, I almost died from the falling debris. That's lovely. But if I cast again? Nope, that's not a newly found wand. Oh god. So this is why I don't like earthquake. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't have my water vial to get rid of this. And I still managed to get sludged it. It's gonna go down to 1 hit point. That's nice. Destroys. Yes, I can. Good. Oh, okay. I thought that was an enemy. Okay. That's an enemy. No, go away. No, no. Go away. Go away. I'm gonna die. Ah! Damn. Well, let's try again. I know that factory area is always pretty difficult for me, and with the reduced hit points and accidental earthquake shot, I knew it was coming. Wow, thanks, game. I will say, runs where I've had 400 hit points, I do feel a lot safer. But I found it's a lot easier to start digging on the runs where you get the glass cannon pumps. God damn.
there's a way. Oh, can that kill him? Oh, I hit them. Trying to do fastest. There we go. Oh, there's like no acid left. Okay. I contaminated the acid with water and I ended up with gas. But I didn't kill anything, so I should have a chest. Go. So yeah, if you get to the Holy Mountain without killing anything, you get a chest. And this one had a bomb. Thanks, game. Well, the levitation's nice. I should heal. I really want the black hole, but I can come back to that later. That's trouble. I've got no good items. See, with all that digging, I didn't really get to the surface. I mean, I did, but you know what I mean. I didn't get to, like, explore. Oh, more points, so that's good. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so let's see what the fungal area happened if I can even get in this run. Let's see. There's some things that I haven't really had a chance to experiment with, like rocks and summons and stuff. I almost never use limited fast items. So that chest is a mimic, it's easy to tell. Normally, chests can't breathe. Okay. I feel like you only really see chests in the upper areas, too. Like, maybe they're deeper, but don't feel as common. Chest. I don't know, it's the big frogs that have tongues. These little fur drones always cause me trouble. There's a different one deeper that I can't usually have to too easily. Or just like floating robots that like the nightstick, like those are got a lot of points later. Oh, okay, we'll just get teleported into an ocean. That's fine too. I don't know how people can runs where they take no damage. Like, even if you play careful, I can't hit near this first arrow. Let's see. Because, like, I figure with those ones, you have to basically get deep without taking damage, so you probably want to get, like, black hole or tunneling early on. Somehow. I just set that oil on fire. I really need to do that. I think these are just long enough you can get through them without drowning, which is good. Oh, cool. I just come out the other side. That's nice. Step in the water. Step in the water. The elementups in the water to double damage and or take damage and I get the double the gold out. Stuck in geometry. And this shot will kill him though. Come on. Give me my money. Come on. Stupid. I forget what fluid needs to go in there. I think water, but whatever. I think it's something else. Please be good. Through the rocks, maybe. Barrier at least. Well, 230 gold isn't too. So let's see. Concentrate. I don't like any of these. Increased cast delay. I don't know how much that adds. I wonder if the wand radar might be the right choice here. Because I try not to get things that modify my projectiles like that unless I need to. I guess the radar. Bringer I've never really felt useful to get. I'm sure again there's more cool stuff you could do with it.
I just need a high damage, or a high mana wand, ideally. Don't expect the blood clouds are useful, but I'll keep it in my pocket just in case. And I guess I should refill my water. Oh, you know what? No, actually. Because I know if I make a pool of pheromone liquid, then I can sell the wand, but, I really need the gold for any of these. Let's just grab that too, I guess. It's got slow recharge, though. Well, they both cost the same on. 75 for 1 or 15. I guess magic missiles, so it has less ammo. Oh. It's going on to 6. I need to stop streaming soon. I have to work in the morning. There we go. Fungus. Okay, good. I made the right call to move away from that exploding piece. Oh, I hate these nests. Oh, that didn't kill him in one shot. Alright, last one. This is summon acid. Oh. Ah, the trigger was broken. Well, just as happy for that. If this box was triggered, it would have done the, thing of acid projectile. That. Do not see that can, kill you pretty quick. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the first one hasn't aged especially well, but maybe when the second one updates. And I'm not mana, so it means I can play Gunslinger. I don't know, like, Look Outside had a number of pretty big content updates, but it's like, I didn't end up playing it after. It just didn't click for me anymore. I I think it was the novelty on, because it's cool, I know how to do this stuff, I know how to see what I want to see, but then changed everything, and I still knew what to expect, so it's like, what's the point? And I, unfortunately, feel like I'll have a similar reaction to fear and hunger. No, see, and that's the other thing. I'm not good enough to get, like, all of their essence, and especially you have to know a lot about the game, and it's just like, I don't feel bothered with all that. Oh, that's a silly spell to get. I'm totally gonna buy that. Alright, I'll get the lava. And the acid cloud. How much mana is that? 92, 3 altogether, so I can't do all of them at one cast. Wait, this is 3827. This is a bit faster. Oh, so I'll put that as my main. Yeah, that's decent. Oh, that does actually say static projectile. So that's material, that's static. So that would be cast by that one Greek spell I hit. Okay, this will end well. Oh, here's a good spot to cast it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty instant. Oh, cool, you even went through the wall. That's nice. Now, if I could get lava immunity, that would be a fun thing to put with that. I feel like the acid would have been able to interact with the lava somehow. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Oh, there. There. Survived with 1 hit point. We got this. There's a little spot of lava there, yeah. Oh no. Okay. Oh, good. Hey, see? I got this. It's all good. What's a sign? Lava isn't fire, though, so that helped. Freezing. Can I freeze lava? Is that a thing? So you can see the ground icing up here. Why didn't that work? There we go. Okay. So freeze the lava at a rock, which is kind of useless. Let's see here. I can do acid cloud with nothing. Alright, let's keep going. I'm just sort of screwing around a little bit too, because like I said, this is going to be the last run. Well, good to know that Acid should be cast distance if I can. Yeah, it's pretty hard to avoid. wonder if... No. I was gonna see what would happen if I put the freezing charm on the acid cloud. I realized that would only freeze cloud, not the droplets. Which are very localized. Not that freezing's that useful so far. I mean, it's a good way to stun enemies, but oh. And then one of the enemies froze me to death. Okay, well that'll have to do it for tonight. Don't really have anything to add. I'll catch you guys at some point later. See ya.